Hi, I'm Danny Miller.
Hi, I'm Steph.
And we're here to introduce our newborn baby Albert to OK Magazine. As brand new parents, we're feeling very privileged that Albert's finally here. And we're finally parents after all this time.
Yeah, Albert's now a week old and it's been probably the best week of our life so far.
Easily.
Very emotional and overwhelming, and just could not imagine our life without him now. He's perfect.
He is.
I gave birth at the hospital where I work, so the midwives that were caring for me were my friends and my managers and my previous manager. And I was overwhelmed from the support I received from our midwives, Katie, Tracy, Rachel,
Ruth.
And Ruth. They didn't leave my side during labour, really supportive, really informative, and they made Danny feel a part of the labour too, which was a major thing he wanted to feel.
I always wanted to feel a part of it and not feel kind of like I was out of place. And a little fun fact for you, I was also born at the same hospital.
Oh yeah, Danny was born at
so it was nice to go back there and bring him into the world where I was brought into the world. So.
And as a midwife, being on the other side as a patient, it felt completely different. I wasn't at any point looking at Albert's heart rate on the monitor or thinking about my contractions. It was I was just trying to get through each contraction with the support from Danny. And I really appreciated the midwives and realised what an important role it is being a midwife too, having been on the other side as a patient. We waited until the birth to find out whether little Albert was a boy or girl. The moment he was born, the midwife lifted him up and it was pretty obvious straight away that he was a boy. Danny announced that we had a son, and it was just the most overwhelming, happy feeling in the entire world that it's difficult to describe in words. He went straight onto our chest and skin to skin, and I can't really explain in words how it makes you feel.
I think it's because there aren't words, like you say, to describe it. I think a lot of the time when we were speaking to mums and dads that we know who have had their own kids recently and in the past, have all said to us the same thing, that you won't be able to put into words. And as you've just seen us both try to do, we've tried to put it into words, but you can't. It's just a feeling that's inexplainable, really. And I think personally, I look at the relationship that me and Steph have now, which is even more stronger, and the love that I've got for both of them is a lot more stronger, and I'm just in awe of them, that I could just look down at him and Steph for hours without realising how much time's passed. As we've previously told OK Magazine, we were about to start IVF just before we found out we were naturally conceived and we were going to be expecting a baby. I think after all that heartache of it wasn't going to happen, then the birth, and obviously it's the first time Steph's been pregnant, so obviously there could be complications with that, and I think the anxiety of finding out, getting to 12 weeks and 20 weeks, and then suddenly we got to 30 weeks, we went, oh my gosh, the baby's going to be here in 10 weeks, and it flew by. And then we're finally in that room, and we got given sort of a time saying, you're going to be ready to push in half an hour, and it was kind of like the countdown began for me to kind of steady myself and get rid of any kind of anxiety-led feelings, and be the dad and be the support system for Steph. So when it eventually came to the moment where Albert came out and he was lifted above to show us what he was, I was just gobsmacked.
I remember his head being born, and I couldn't believe his head was born already in the next contraction. He was going to be here. And I remember as they lifted him up, I just grabbed him and I said, I just could not believe that our baby was born and was here. And I just remember repeating, it's our baby, it's our baby, it's our baby. And feeling just overwhelmed with happiness. And that he was safe, he'd arrived safely, and that we'd finally got him in our arms after waiting for so long for him.
We were always destined to be a mum and dad, and I think we're already doing really well considering it's our first baby, and we'll learn as we go along, and we'll make mistakes, I'm sure, but yeah, I feel very blessed and I'm going to cry. Yeah.